we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On play action, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills hit 6-3 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Leap it, he will make the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A very solid gain of 27. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And again, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Elliott. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe, but not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. They start the drive with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen, and this one's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. This one caught by Davis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. 14 for him on the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Did march to the end zone the last time out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. To the air again, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. On second down, Prescott again. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Garibay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On second down, Cook. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On second down and 4, Prescott. That one a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Prescott yet again. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. For the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. James Cook running back out now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. From the 36, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Cook up the gut. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open. And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner, because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. From the 41, Allen. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Good stuff going on later in the afternoon as well, especially down in Miami, where it will be the Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Garibay's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And here come the Bills. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 29, Allen. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And Cook has it, left side. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 112 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
first down throw for Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. Up the middle they go. It's Hardy, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down now. It's Hardy, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Garibay's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Moss. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground here on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy, he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Stevenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. On the counter, this is Moss. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On play action, Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Moss. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen. He'll swing this out to Moss. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Allen. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Moss is in. Touchdown, Bills. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Bass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10, 2:14 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 30. Once again, right back to Hardy. Taken down at about the 22-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Moss. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On second down, it's Moss again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.